Hello everyone, welcome to this week's Instagram Live. This week is going to be a couple of different things. We're going to take a look at some of the new stuff that has just arrived. Hello everyone. I do have a couple of boxes here as well to open up and show you, but mostly this is going to be a what's new sessions because there's lots and lots of new stuff to share with you all. Hello, thank you everybody for joining in. The big news today, if you are a newsletter subscriber, you got the newsletter this morning letting you know that today is the release day of the new limited edition embroidery kit. If you're not familiar with our limited edition kits, what we're doing is we're partnering with independent embroidery designers that do not usually create kits of their designs. Usually they just offer their designs as PDF downloads. So we're working with them. We're purchasing a limited commercial license from them so that we can love the new limited edition sampler. Yay, I'm so glad. It's so beautiful. It is. I'm so excited to stitch it, and I'm really glad to see that you all are liking it so far. So as I was saying, the commercial license lets us reproduce their pattern on fabric to create 75 kits. So we have 75 kits of each limited edition release. There's a couple different options. I'll go over those in a second. And the first one we did a couple months ago with Bako Productions Floral Rainbow. I just finished this weekend and pulled it out of my hoop, so I'm getting ready to put it in its fancy frame hoop. But this was a lot of fun to stitch. I don't have formal stitch-alongs with these kits, but I am working on these projects as they get released. So the new kit is what I'll be working on for the next couple of months until the next kit gets released towards the end of September, beginning of October. We're aiming to release these kits about every 2 months or so. So it's really exciting. So the new kit is from Sarah Beth Timmons, and it is called Walking Home. This is the design. And this is a Ram Dass quote, "We're all just walking each other home." I wrote a whole blog post. There's a new blog post up on the shop blog all about the kit. You can read and learn more about Sarah, about what's in the kit. All the things are in that blog post. So I've been a huge fan of Sarah's for a really long time. I love, love, love her design style. I love her use of color and the way that she combines colors. So in 2021, what she does is she offers yearly subscriptions. She changes the topic every year. You subscribe and then you get a new pattern every month. So in 2021, she did a calendar subscription. And I signed up and I did that one with her. And that's when I did these hoops. So I got January, February, and March done. But in April of 2021 is when I first found this space. So the rest of 2021 kind of got wrapped up in getting the studio set up, so I wasn't able to finish beyond March, but one day I will finish the rest of them. So Sarah Beth Timmons is the featured artist this month. The Walking Each Other Home is her design. The kit comes with 25 colors in here. One of the great things that I really started to learn and get better at by doing Sarah's kits is color blending and how to use the slight gradation of color in order to give your stitched flowers in particular more depth, but also using it with lettering. I had always been kind of nervous about lettering. It wasn't really my strong suit. So getting to practice different letter styles, different stitches for doing letters, that's what I love about her kits. So you've got lots of lettering here to be able to practice different kinds of lettering stitches. You've got her florals, and you get to use all of these gorgeous colors. So let's take a look at what is inside of your kit envelope. So with the kit, you have 3 options. You can purchase the sampler only, which gives you just the design pre-printed on cotton fabric. We are cutting all of the fabric with pinking shears so that your edges will fray less and it's ready to just pop in the hoop without having to prepare your edges. You also get a piece of American-made muslin to use as your backing fabric. And so that's what you get pretty much if you order the sampler only. Then you have the complete kit, and this time around you have 2 different options. You have the floss card option or the full skein option. So for the floss card option, this is what you will get. You will get all 25 colors. You get 5 18-inch strands of each color, which should be more than enough for you to be able to complete the pattern. Or you can select the full skein option, where you get 25 skeins of Cosmo thread, all in this nice little bag. And so if you are looking to build your Cosmo floss collection, this is a great rainbow set that you can use to do this pattern, but then add to your collection as a whole. So the announcement about the kit went out to the newsletter folks this morning, and I will say that the full color sets are now on pre-order. All of the ones that we had already assembled and ready to go have sold out, but we have more of these threads on their way. And so if you would like a full skein set, this is on pre-order at the moment, and I should have them ready to ship by not next week, probably the week after. We do still have, even though the listing button right now says pre-order, it's only the full skeins that are on pre-order. We still have lots of the floss card sets are in stock and ready to ship. So if you go in and you order one of the floss card kits, even though it says pre-order, it'll still go out tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. I put a little note at the top of the listing saying pre-order status. So if we run out of the pre-made kits that we already have, I'll change that and let you know when your kit would be shipping. We have almost the rest of the floss cards are done. So even if those do go on pre-order, you'll get them probably by the beginning of next week. So as you can imagine, cutting all of this floss and creating these floss cards takes quite a bit of time, which is why we've been working on it hard for the past almost month and a half, but they just take quite a bit of time. So those are your floss options with the kit. And then you will receive the little booklet, which has the full color stitching guide. It has all the floss listed, both DMC and converted to Cosmo for you. It's got the full list of floss, both in DMC and Cosmo. And then it has the link for you to download the full pattern with Sarah's suggestions on color blending and how to do that best. So you get this, and then you also get the Snuggly Monkey Needle Minder. So this is one that we made just for this kit, and it is a picture of all of the 25 colors in a little heart shape. So you get the needle minder, and then you get 2 Bowen embroidery needles in size 7. So you've got the little needles there on top. So that is what you get. You also get a fun little postcard from Sarah telling you more about herself, and she's got a coupon code here for Snuggly Monkey customers if you want to download any of her patterns. We are going to be adding some of Sarah's patterns into the Snuggly Monkey PDF library, so probably towards the later half of this week you will see, and I'll make another announcement, some of Sarah's patterns will be available as PDF downloads through Snuggly Monkey as well. So yeah, so lots of fun and exciting stuff. The only thing that is not included in your kit is an embroidery hoop. The pattern fits in a 7-inch hoop, so you'll need a 7-inch embroidery hoop. If you don't have one already, I've got tons of them in the shop. Unfortunately, the 7-inch Eversewn is still on back order. I have been waiting for them for about 2 months now, and I still no word as to when they might be available again. but a good alternative to this one, if you like the interlocking hoop system that keeps your fabric nice and tight, is the Rico hoops. They also have a very similar design. They just have a the kind of more standard bolt up here, so it's not encased, but other than that, they're pretty similar. So if you like the Eversewn, but it's not available right now, so the Rico is another good alternative. We also have the 7-inch hoops, obviously in wood, in the hardwood beech, and in the F.A. Edmonds premium hoops as well. So lots and lots of 7-inch hoop options if you don't have one already in your stash. So that is the limited edition kit. We're really, really excited about it. We're so happy to see so many of you have already jumped in and purchased it this morning. And I'm really, really looking forward to stitching this one up. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. This quote really resonated with me. The idea of walking each other home, the idea of, it just brings up such beautiful memories of when someone offered to walk me home, or I offered to walk somebody home. And, you know, whether you're doing it because you don't want to leave your girlfriend to walk alone and so that she can feel safer, so that you both can feel safer walking home, or whether it was because, you know, you just want to spend just a little bit more time with that person walking home, laughing and chatting. And it's just that idea of caring for each other, of putting more kindness in the world, which I think we can all agree the world desperately needs right now. So I'm really excited about this one, and I'm excited to start stitching it. So you guys will start seeing me working on this one probably later on today, if not tomorrow. I'm really, really excited about that one. So that is the new limited edition embroidery kit. In addition to that, as I've mentioned, this is the time of year where I really start getting ready for the holidays, which sounds kind of crazy, but that's just the way things go in retail. So there is a lot of brand new stuff that is rolling into the shop these days. Because we're bringing in more stuff, that means that we're making some decisions about things that we're no longer going to sell. So the other part of the shop that you might want to keep an eye on in the next month or so is what's labeled as great deals, which is basically our sales section. We'll be moving more and more stuff into that section. If you see it in that section, that means that it's not going to be restocked. So basically whatever is there, it's there and it's on sale until it's gone, and then it won't be in the shop anymore. But the exciting fun part is that we have lots of new stuff coming in to take the space of all that stuff that's moving out. So let's take a look at some of the new arrivals. One that folks have been really excited about, and that several of the kits are actually already sold out, is we added Jessica Long Embroideries kits to the shop this week. Jessica, again, another embroidery artist that I have followed for years, and I'm so excited that she's offering her designs as kits. So hers they are complete kits. They come in a resealable Ziploc style bag so that you can actually use this again as your project bag. She includes full skeins of DMC floss. The pattern is pre-printed on fabric for you. She's got a complete stitching guide in here. A couple of the kits also come with links to videos where she has demonstrated the stitches for you. And then what's really cool is that she uses the F.A. Edmonds beech hardwood hoops in her kits, so you get a really, really nice hoop with her kit. So like I said, a couple, the really popular ones, the Fennec Fox, the Hedgehog kit, have sold out, but there's more coming, so no worries there. We do still have a couple of the Blissful Blooms, the Spiral Sampler, which I love this one. This is a very beginner friendly. It's basically just teaching you how to do a bunch of introductory embroidery stitches, but it's done in this really pretty color gradation to make it look like a spiral. This is I think a 5-inch pattern. You get a floss card with this one, and again the pattern is pre-printed on the fabric for you. And then Floral Flourish is another one of her kits with the full skeins. In addition to her kits, we also got a bunch of her needle minders, like the hedgehog. So this little hedgehog is what the embroidery kit is of this adorable little hedgehog. We also have the happy sloth, and chickadee, and a couple other of her needle minders. Speaking of needle minders, we are stocking a new company, new to me, called Oh Little Wren, and they are based here in, I was going to say North Carolina, but actually I think they're in Virginia. And she designs and laser cuts these herself. So there's this really cute little fox. There is this snail. We've got the quilt block. And then we have Make More Magic. These have really nice, strong magnets on the back. I'm actually right now using this snail one on my Kantha quilt. So it holds in place really, really nicely. I'm able to kind of move it around to where I need it very easily. So we've got those new wooden needle minders. And Oh Little Wren also does vinyl stickers. So we've got some new stickers from her. We've got, oh, that one's upside down, sorry. This one. And it's okay to take it slow. So that's, on the embroidery side of things, that is some of the new stuff that has come in. There are a lot more new kits that are on their way and that should be here very soon. They're coming from overseas, so it just takes a little bit longer for them to get here. We have some new scissors. A couple weeks ago in an unboxing, I showed you these as they came in, but they are now up on the website. These are from NNK Press, and they are beautiful metal scissors with these really intricate handles. We've got Botanical Garden. This is Floral Drop. And then this, I forget what it's called, but it has these really pretty birds and flowers on it. And then they have the little mini version, which you know I'm a sucker for mini scissors. They come in this cute little box. And these have a really nice weight to them. And the little minis have a super sharp tip. These are airplane friendly because the blade is less than 1 inch long. So you can stick these in your travel bag and take onto a plane. The blade is very, very sharp, cuts through floss very cleanly, cuts through, I've cut some wool with this. And like I said, it's just got a really, I love sharp tips because sometimes I use my scissors as my tweezers and I use the tip of the scissors to pull out stray threads or pull out stitches that I don't like. So I'm a big fan of tiny scissors with a nice sharp tip. So that is some of the new scissors that are here. And now let's switch over and talk about Sashiko thread, because there are 2 new brands of Sashiko thread in the shop. So we now carry 9 different brands of Sashiko thread in all of the colors that they come in. So there's over 250 colors of Sashiko thread in here, depending on what thickness of thread you want. So one of the new brands that we're stocking is called Koron, and it comes in 145 meter skeins, so you get a lot of Sashiko thread in here. This is the thickest Sashiko thread that I know of that is available in the US market. It is similar to a size 3 pearl cotton. It's even thicker than the Daruma Kogen thread. It is made of 6 individual strands of cotton that are twisted together to make the strand, but they're not twisted quite as tightly as the other brands, so it actually creates a fluffier stitch, nice and thick, bold, works really well with the large Sashiko samplers where you have kind of a huge pattern, works really well for mending. The more that this gets washed, the more it kind of blends into and integrates into the fabric. So Koron comes, I've got about 20 colors. It's got 5 variegated colors that are really different from some of the other variegateds that are here. And then we've got, this is just a small sample of some of them, but like I said, there's 20 different colors that you can see up on the site. In addition to the Koron, Daruma, I've carried the Daruma Thin, which is on the little bobbins, for many years now, and this is a very popular brand that is in the thin side of the spectrum. It's kind of slightly thinner than a size 8 pearl cotton. Great for hitomezashi, kugurisashi, any of the Sashiko patterns that are very dense, that you want some really nice defined thin lines. The Daruma Thin works very well for that. Daruma also makes a medium weight, and so we now have the Daruma Medium in stock, which we didn't have before. Just recently, they used to only have this in about 12 colors, which is why I didn't stock it before, but they just now released all 29 solids that are available in the thin are now available in the medium. So the colors are the same. So if you have a favorite color in the thin, but you have a project that you're working on that you would like slightly thicker, bolder lines, then the medium is a great choice. Of the medium Sashiko threads, the Daruma Thin is the thinnest. So it's a little bit, the size 5 pearls is kind of what I consider the medium weight threads. It's thinner than Olympus. It's a little bit thinner than Cosmo Hidamari, but it still falls kind of in this medium range. So that is new. So we've got 29, like I said, there's 29 solid colors. The variegated colors are not available in this thickness, only in the thins, but you can get all 29 of the solids in the medium weight. All right. The Sashiko thread sample cards, you all loved these. I think this is the very last one that we have left in stock. We're gonna work on making some more now in August. I've got my shop helpers for a couple more weeks. How would the medium measure up against pearl cotton? So the medium is like a size 5 pearl. And then the thin is like a size 8 pearl. There is I have created a new thread thickness chart. It's on the shop blog. You can download your own copy. It's basically a picture version of this but the threads are actually stitched through some fabric so that you can see the thickness of the threads. But if you would like, oh, you're very welcome, Muffy. So if you'd like a reference chart that shows all 9 brands mixed in with pearl cotton, you can download that over on the shop blog. All right, so another new addition to the shop, which is kind of different to what I normally stock. We have added these super fun Candy Club treats to the shop. We've got 10 different flavors right now. Of course, I chose to add this in the summertime when it is insanely hot throughout most of the country. So we stuck to things that can ship easily and that won't melt in the heat. So you're gonna see a lot of gummy candies, a lot of sour gummies because they hold up to the heat for shipping the best. But as we move into cooler weather, we don't have to worry so much about everything melting. Then you'll see some of their other treats that will melt during shipping in hot weather. So we decided to add these because they're fun, and as I've mentioned before, Snuggly Monkey is just kind of me living out my my childhood dreams, and what kid did not want to work in a candy store, right? But for years and years, the Little Kenyan pin bowls, you guys have been posting pictures of those bowls. Instead of pins, you've got M&Ms in there, you've got Skittles, you've got gummy bears. And so I know lots of you, like me, like to snack while you're stitching. And so when I saw this brand, I thought it was perfect. One, the containers are adorable, and they're very, very reusable. So after you're done, wash them out. It's got a screw top so you can store needles, thread. This can be your sharps container, all sorts of lives that it can have afterwards. And then, yeah, and so we, as you can see, have been taste testing them around here. They're really, really good. I chose Candy Club because I liked their company values. They work with small candy producers and mom and pop confectioners around the world in order to create their ever-changing flavors and candies. So a lot of the candies that are here were made in Spain, in Italy, in the Netherlands, and in the US. We do have a couple that are vegan friendly, that are gluten-free friendly, that don't use gelatin in the making of them. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can type in vegan into the search bar and it'll pop up, gluten-free, and it'll pop up and you'll see which flavors those are. So we have the blush bears, which I tried yesterday and are delicious. I'm a big gummy fan. I really like gummy candies. So then we have the triple decker sour bears. We've got the lemonade rings, which were the big winner with my kids. That was their favorite. We have watermelon slices. We've got lemonade straws, rainbow bites, which remind me a little bit of the, what are those called? Like sweet tart ropes or something? I don't know. My kids had them a while ago. But if it's got like a chewy center inside of the gummy, they're delightful. We've got rainbow sour belts, rainbow laces, pink piglets, and dragon eggs. So those are now in the shop. You will see them in the candy section. If you give me 1 second, there's someone ringing my bell.
Sorry, are you not?
I'm on Instagram Live right now.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, we'll come back later.
Okay, I'm not actually open to the public. I'm only open by appointments.
Got it. Okay,
Thank you. Sorry about that, folks. I am getting more and more folks that I guess are seeing the sign from the street, and I'm getting my doorbell rung quite a bit more these days because folks are wondering, what is Snuggly Monkey? And I have to let them know that we're only open by appointment or on our open studio days. All right, so we've talked about the candy, we talked about the embroidery, a couple things that are back in stock. We have the Alex's mending looms, the 14 hook loom, are back. So Alex is in the Ukraine. He was able to move to a safer place and open up his shop again. And so we were able to get a delivery of his looms. These are the 14 hook ones. We still have some of the 10 hook, the smaller 10 hook ones are also in the shop. But if you're waiting on a 14 hook mending loom, they're back. We have the Flossin' Florals Stick and Stitch patterns are all back. All 5 designs are back in stock in case you were waiting on these. All right, and I think that was everything. So let me open a couple of boxes here for you so that you can get a taste of. So this is from Miranda, and this is at Lemon Looms, and she did a really cute job with the stickers, and I can't figure out how the box opens. This is like, how is this? Let's try here. There we go. She did such a good job with the stickers that she totally covered up the seam to where the box opens. I still can't get it open. All right. So we have here a box refilling, restocking lots of the colors of the Lemon and Loom thimble. This is one of my favorite thimbles to use for boro, for visible mending. It is a Sashiko style thimble that rests here on the palm of your hand. They're made out of leather, so they're very, very soft. They're adjustable, so they fit just about any hand size. And then I've mentioned this many times before, one of the unique features that I really love about this thimble is that she adds this extra flap of leather here. so that you can use this as a needle puller as well as a palm thimble. So if your needle gets stuck and you can't quite nudge it out with your hand, you can take this off, put the needle in between these two flaps, and that'll give you enough traction to be able to pull your needle through. So we've got the, I think this is called Moss. This is the Ice Blue, which is very similar, just a slightly paler color. We have the Burgundy, the Mustard, the Pink, and of course the standard black. So those will be restocked and back in the shop this afternoon. These are brand new from Miranda, or that I'm adding to the shop. These are these little darning hooks, these ladder darning hooks. So she uses them a lot. If you check out her Instagram, she uses them a lot for her, for some of the knit darning that she does. I thought they would be, and I'm gonna test it. This is my idea, but I'm not 100% sure that it works. I get asked a lot of how to finish the patches with the mending loom in the back. The standard way is all the threads that you have you pull them to the back of your work, you rethread your needle, and then you weave the ends into your stitches to secure them so it doesn't fall apart. That takes a really long time. Another way that you can finish it is by cutting a tiny little slit into the back of your patch, and then using like a micro crochet needle to pull, this is gonna be hard to describe, to pull the thread ends inside of that little pocket, and then you stitch up that little slit that you made. I'm thinking that these hooks might work to be able to do that, and if they do, then I will be making a second video to go with the tutorial that's on YouTube that's very popular, showing how to use the thread ends. So we'll see. I will keep you posted, but those are here. So that'll be fun to play with. All right, this is a box from Hook, Line, and Tinker up in Canada. And at the Open Studio a couple weekends ago, I had several folks ask me if I was going to be carrying her new line of folk animal designs, and the answer is yes. So that's what's in this box. She has redesigned all of her packaging so that it is all, she's taken out all of the plastic from her design, she incorporated even the hang tag into the packaging so that everything in here is recyclable. Like I said, there's no plastic in here. So I chose the color versions, but there's the polar bears, the wolves, the moose, the fox, and the caribou. I actually have these already up on the site, so as soon as I'm done here, I will go and make them active so that you'll be able to add them to your cart this afternoon if you've been waiting for one of the new Hook, Line, and Tinker kits. All right. And then here we have a box from Kohana of mostly a restock of the very, very popular little snips. So we've got all the colors back, the green, the pink, the blue, those are all in here. And we also have restock of some of the felt pin cushions and a couple of the colors that we've been out of stock on. And then there is a brand new adorable little tool from Kohana. This is not up on the site yet. I will try my hardest to get it up very soon, but they have come out with these ceramic needle sharpeners. So there's a magnet inside of here, so you can actually rest your needles on here to keep track of them. And then on the side, there's a little hole where you can stick your needle inside and sharpen the tip of your needle. So they come in green and white and blue and Todd is here to pick up the packages. So actually, this is pretty much all that I had for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I will be back again next week with more What's New. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you all again soon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.